These ones are the browns. These, if you're going to be watching me check my nails, because, hello! I just did my nails, and I'm just trying to, I don't know, I just don't have the patience to wait for stuff to dry. I like things, you know, quick and easy. So each one of these packs of markers that I'm putting in now have 6 markers to a pack. And they're all a different color family. And I'm trying not to scrape off my polish. These are called the cool grays. Oh no! I have an issue with this little stand. Ugh, I'll try not to bump it again. I'm really sorry. Okay. And it's not even going to be straight now, is it? But you get the gist. I thought of many ways I could prepare this video and do it professionally and all this stuff, but I just decided that on the fly was my best option today. So the grays are going to go there. I may decide at one point that I want certain other colors together with other colors, if you get what I'm saying. But for right now, I'm just going to get them all in here. These are called the warm grays. So I'm going to put the warm grays underneath the grays. Now, one of the reasons why I did this was because I got an excellent deal from Maxim Made. It's Maxim Made Studio, and her name is Ginny. I got an awesome deal for all these markers and the holder together, and I just couldn't pass it up. These are the greens. See, at some point I might want to go Roy G. Biv, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet. But for right now, let's just get them all in here so you can see what they look like. Trying to make points along the way. What else did I say? Another reason why I did this was because some of my markers were square and some of my sets of markers were 6-sided like these are. See how they have 6 sides so that they supposedly don't roll as much. And they're all rounded. They have like a round end. Do I have any? I don't have any that are really close on hand that I could show you. Oh yeah, I do. I'll show you what the other ones look like. So they're 4-sided like this. Okay, and they've got a square end. You can totally see the difference. Round versus square. So now I don't have any that are all, you know, mixed up. And these are called pale hues. And I know that they were all bought at the same time. They should all have the same amount of ink. They should last about the same amount of time. And then I can kind of keep track of the colors that I use a lot of so I can decide whether or not I want to buy refills. These are called essentials. The essentials come with like the true black and the blender pen and a couple of grays. So I'm going to put them up here by the grays. Now here's the thing that I'm kind of stuck on. And if you have Copic markers or you use Spectrum Noirs like I do, let me know in the comments below. When you have them on a thing like this, which I've never had before, and you pull colors off, do you always make sure to put the colors exactly back with their matching, you know, group or families, or do you just shove them back on, you know, however, while you're coloring? And how anal do you get about that? These are called the blues, because I've never put them back in any specific place before because I had them all just put together in big buckets. And these are called turquoises. So another way that you can get these at a really good price if you're looking to start out with these kind of markers, because you can get them so inexpensively at Michael's. I think they're $14 for 6 markers, but if you can get the 40 or 50% off coupons and you can get them for $7, that's just over $1 a marker, which is such a huge deal when you're looking at being able to color just as high quality as a Copic. These are the purples. you can color, if you've ever seen what I color. Now, it depends on the talent of the colorer, obviously, but you can get the same look with these, which are what, like 1/4 to 1/5 the cost of Copics. I can't afford to buy all the Copics, and that's frustrating to me. These are pinks, so I stick with the Spectrum Noirs. I learned how to color with the Spectrum Noirs, and yes, these are pinks. And I printed off tons of images, took them babysitting while the kids were asleep, you know, late at night when I'm babysitting till 1, 2 in the morning, and just practice. Now, I'm telling you what, some of you guys who watch my channel are like, oh yeah, but Jen, you're such a great colorer. Yeah, not when I started out. When I started out with these alcohol markers, it was like taking a big Sharpie and just coloring in blobs of color in each area, and they looked horrendous. These are called yellows. I always double check because sometimes they have funny names instead of just calling them what they are. But these are yellows. And these are reds. So I am super stoked to have this set and to be able to see them all put out like this. This is just so great for me. I've been waiting till I had enough money where I could just go for it. And when Ginny came to me and said she had these on sale, oh my gosh, I just couldn't handle it. It was so awesome. All right, now I've got 1, 2, 3, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things left. And I believe I did 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All 12 packs of the color families. Now, I've got all this left here, and I'm not quite sure how I want to handle this. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move these up because I've got 4 cases, 24 markers each, that are still going to go in here. And I don't want to mix them up with the six marker families just yet, because otherwise I won't remember that. So I'm just going to move all these over so that all of the regular 6 color families are on the top half of this. And now I'm starting to wonder, do I have enough room? Because this just seems like so many. So 24, 24, 24, 24. Yes, it should exactly fit. These are, grab a scissors, cut these open so I'm not going crazy with the nails here. Like I said, some of you guys are not going to want to sit through this, but those of you who are interested in Spectrum Noirs and want to see all of them, you know, this might interest you. This might interest a beginner. This is an entire 24 set called the Darks. I have had this set before, so I'm pretty familiar with these. Now, they're not in any specific order that I know of, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them in. And I'm going to use 2 rows of 12, obviously. So these 2 rows right here, 24. And then I think once I get them settled and I know exactly where I want them on the shelves, I'll put some little markers just on the side here that says what these 2 rows are. So it'll just have a little paper marker that says Darks. And that way I can remember that that's what they are. See, that's why I'm asking. Now, if you look closely, if you don't know anything about Spectrum Noirs, some of these colors, like, oh, I'm not going to be able to find one that I want to talk to you about. Let me see. Some of the colors that come in these extra sets are in the middle of these families. Like there's a TN7 and a TN8, but or TN, no, that's not a good example. Let me see. Maybe a DG2 and a DG3, DG4. But where's the DG5 and where's the DG1? That kind of thing. Like there's an extra one. Here's a BG6 and a BG8, but where's the BG7? Here's the BG7 right here. They're in these extra sets, you guys. So that's my point. Some of these colors, are extensions of these 12 original color families. 6 marker color families is what I call them. So I'm just confused as to how I want to do this. I would really love to hear some ideas. If you have Copic markers, if you have Spectrum Noir markers, or maybe you don't have any, but you have a really great idea and you want to share it with me, please do. And this is another set, and it's called the Lights. And this is the other set that I had originally had. That was all, you know, scattered. Excuse me, because I got a really great deal when I first started out from an online friend that sold me a whole bunch of them for a really inexpensive price. And then I just went crazy coloring all kinds of stuff, and I started having, you know, 2 or 3 different blending. I started doing that, I should say. I had them, it's just that I wasn't using them because I don't know why. You know, we have products that some products that we use all the time and some we don't, but I'm crazy into these now, and so now I have the entire set. They're all brand new, which I still need to test out because I haven't. I'm just opening them now in front of you to make sure that they arrived juicy the way they should be. I've heard of other people who have bought markers, not necessarily the Spectrum Noirs, but Copics as well, when they've gotten them and they've been dry. Now, I don't know how they sit. Do they sit in the warehouse? Excuse me, before they're shipped, or, you know, I'm not sure. Now, the next 2 rows will be this one, and these are called the pastels. They're all marked up here in the corner if you're not noticing where I'm getting these from. And they're groups of 24. It says 24 here, and it always gives you the name of what they are. So these are the pastels. I'm really interested to see if I stick with the pastels, if I can get some of those really light looking images that I've seen other people coloring, because it just seems to me every time I grab these markers, my images turn out bright, primary color bright almost. And look at all these different colors I have, and the pastel colors I now have. I really would like to see if I could get myself to color some images that are very pastel, very light color. Because when you're working with a marker, it almost seems like I'm so heavy-handed that the darkness just comes out in it. All right, we've got one more 24 set. I'm just checking my nails because I know I can feel them when I've been hitting them on the plastic. I may end up just redoing them. Not that anyone really cares if you're kind of into nails like I am, but this is the first time I've ever had a nail polish where I put down the polish and then I went over it with the glitter. Do you see the glitter on there? And it ran. It made the dark color run. I'm so disappointed. It's just frustrating to me. You spend a lot, I don't know, if you do your nails and you know how long it takes to do your nails and wait for these to dry, especially when you're a crafter and you just want to get to what you're doing. It's totally frustrating. All right, last pack. These are called the Brights. 24 Brights. This pack is a pack that I have never had. And holy Hannah, because I just told you that everything I color turns out really dark and really bright. These are practically neon. I love them. Super bright, super fun colors, totally summer, totally in your face. The Brights pack. If you're into that, this is the one you want. Oh, it's awesome. So, I'm still looking to find out what you guys think about how I should organize this. Should I leave it that way? How do you put yours back? Leave me a comment down below. I'm almost done putting these away. The other thing I wanted to say is that I believe that right now Ginny cannot get these markers at this time, so I really lucked out in getting them. But she does sell other things, so I will definitely leave her links down in the description box below. And if you could go to her Facebook page, and you could get inspiration there. She gives out free like digital images that you can color. I don't think she calls them digital images though, but she gives out free images, and they're like antique images and ladies and these gorgeous flowers and just unique things that you're not going to necessarily find in the mainstream digi stores nowadays. So I highly recommend getting in touch with her. I'm really looking forward to what you have to say about these markers or the Copics and how you store, organize, or how you put them back when as you're using them, you know, while you're coloring. 15-minute video. Thank you so much, you guys, for sticking with me. If you were interested in this type of a thing, and I'll see you guys next video.